What is suede? What is nubuck? And how to care for them properly? Right at the start, let's clear up the terminology. What exactly is suede and what is nubuck? What's the difference between them? And, most importantly, does it even matter? Both terms refer to natural leather. It is a 100% natural material of animal origin. I'll give it to you straight, and I hope it doesn't sound too brutal. Imagine a cow, as the vast majority of leather in shoemaking is bovine. A cow is dressed in skin with hair. When the skin is removed during processing, dehaired and tanned, a material called leather is created. Now for the key difference. If we sand this material from the top, the side where the hair originally was, and this side becomes the visible face, we get nubuck. If we sand it from the bottom, the flesh side, and this side faces out, we have suede. Why is each one different? The difference comes from the very nature of the leather. It is made of a web of collagen fibers with varying densities. On the bottom side, where the fiber density is lower, the surface becomes more frayed and shaggy after sanding. That is suede. Conversely, on the outer side, where the fiber density is much higher, the surface is fine and velvety smooth after sanding. That is nubuck. You can even write on nubuck with your finger, an effect caused by changing the slant of these extremely short fibers. Does it matter for maintenance? Not really. In both cases, the surface is sanded, meaning it is open. The vast majority of products are universal, which is why you'll see suede and nubuck on the label. You practically can't go wrong. Care basics, brushing and nourishment. Now to the care itself. Since the surface is fuzzy, you can probably guess that the polishing brush stays in the closet. There is nothing to polish. On the contrary, the fibers need to be brushed out constantly. Dust clings very easily to a sanded surface, and without treatment, the leather soaks up water like a sponge. Suede and nubuck care stands on 3 pillars: brushing, nourishment, and waterproofing. Brushing removes dust from the leather. Nourishment provides the material with substances for softness and flexibility. Waterproofing, impregnation, creates a shield against moisture and dirt. Suede brushes are significantly stiffer than polishing brushes. Their job is to wake up the leather, not smooth it down. They often have synthetic bristles or fine brass wire. A crepe brush with rubber slats is also great. It works similarly to a grooming glove for a dog. A small warning: be careful with a brass brush on nubuck. It could scratch it. But if you have a light touch, you'll be fine. And remember, always brush in one direction. No back and forth, just a systematic this way, this way, this way. What form of nourishment to choose? Once brushed, it's time for nourishment. Over time, leather dries out and degrades. But beware, a major mistake. You must never apply classic shoe cream to a sanded surface. The cream would glue the fine fibers together, making the surface look sticky and greasy. There is practically no way to undo that. Therefore, nourishment for suede is almost always made in spray form. There are 2 reasons for this. Viscosity. The spray is light and won't clog the leather. Uniformity. Sanded leather is extremely absorbent. If you touched it with cream, it would create a dark spot in one place, and you wouldn't be able to spread it further. A spray creates a fine, even layer. Suede and nubuck renovators are specific because they must nourish the leather without greasing it or matting the fibers. Unlike thick creams for smooth leather, they contain light, volatile, and highly penetrative ingredients. While smooth leather uses lanolin or beeswax, the base for suede is often almond oil. It is very light, has low viscosity, and can penetrate deep into the structure without leaving a sticky film. It adds suppleness and prevents cracking. They also usually contain optical brighteners, carriers, and color pigments that can restore lost color to your shoes. Application and waterproofing. Apply the spray from a distance, roughly the height of the bottle. Think of it like hairspray. We don't want wet spots. We want to evenly mist the shoe. If your shoes have light soles or contrasting stitching, you don't want to color. Cover them with masking tape. After spraying, let the shoes dry for 15 to 20 minutes, and then brush them again to make the hair stand up. The final step is waterproofing. For suede, this is absolutely crucial. Because the leather is open, every drop of dirty water would otherwise soak deep into the material. High-quality waterproofing prevents this and makes the shoes much easier to clean. Wet cleaning of leather. Sometimes a brush isn't enough. Just like you have to deep clean a carpet occasionally, suede needs a wet bath once in a while, ideally seasonally. For example, before putting winter boots away in a box. Wait until they're dry, of course. Otherwise, you'll face a moldy surprise in the spring. How to do it? First, brush the shoes thoroughly dry. We don't want dust to turn into mud and soak deeper when mixed with water. Put suede cleaner in a bowl of lukewarm water. If it's a spray cleaner, apply it directly to a wet brush. Use a stiff synthetic brush to create a foam and clean the entire shoe systematically from toe to heel. Never clean just one spot, or you'll create tide marks on the leather. Then wipe the shoes with a microfiber cloth. It's great at pulling out dissolved dirt and excess water. Let the shoes dry naturally at room temperature. Never put them on a radiator. The leather would harden and crack. It takes longer, but it's safe. Final finish and suede eraser. After drying, the leather will be a bit coarse. Now we need to wake it up, either with a brush again or using a suede eraser. The eraser works by gently pulling at the fibers and lifting them out. It also removes fibers that are already worn out. It's basically a peeling for leather. A combination of an eraser and a stiff brush always works. Finally, reapply the nourishing spray, brush it out, and your shoes are like new. It looks like science, but it's actually easy, right? Your shoes literally shine now. It's just slightly different from smooth leather. If you're interested in how and why shoe cream works and what it contains, check out this video.